Can't hear me. Here we go. So, hey, it's Guillermo here. Thank you so much for coming out to the webinar. We're getting ready to start in just a couple of minutes. Do me the favor, if you're just coming into this webinar, do me the favor, go ahead and leave some comments in the chat box. Let me know that you're here, where you're located. You should be able to, on your side, see my screen and all of that good stuff. So if you can hear me and see me, nice and clear, go ahead and just put some yeses in the chat box. That'll be helpful. I see that we're just filling in and filling up fast. I got a lot of great content to share with you today. It is Sunday, so this is 100% live. Nothing here is recorded. I don't do any of that stuff. So it's Sunday right now. As I'm talking, it is 1:52 p.m. So there's nothing, absolutely nothing here recorded. That's just the new thing nowadays. A lot of these guys out there that like to record stuff. I don't do any of that stuff. I can't do it. I need to be able to speak to you so you can see what we're actually doing. You know what I mean? So Jennifer, hello Jennifer, Winston Johnson, welcome, Champ CEO, coming out of Houston. What's up? Welcome. So do me the favor as you're coming in, go ahead and in the chat box, let me know where you're located. Let me know where you're located. Canada, what's up, Canada? Let's see here, UK, what's up, UK? Okay, San Antonio, what's up? That's interesting. I was actually, my wife was just in San Antonio, so Dallas, what's up, Dallas? Nice. So there's a lot of you here from all over the place. As you know, today we're going to go over the this new platform that we developed, SMS Keyword app. It's already changing the game for a lot of people in our community, and it's making impact. You know what I mean? So this is why we do what we do, because we want to be able to impact those of you that are in our community, especially in these current times. And unfortunately for us, back in the day, you used to be able to just you could my short code was 67076, and so whenever you would be you would text that keyword, then you would be added to my list, and I would use the same approach with many different verticals, and it's just an easy way to just build up a list these days. You text a keyword to a short code, and then there's a bunch of things that you can do from there. So in this case, this platform focuses 100% on vanity numbers instead, with the option that if you wanted to go ahead and you had a client that wanted short codes, we can provide short codes thanks to our partners. You'll meet them by the end of this webinar. And they're the reasons why we're able to do what we're doing right now. But to stay on track, this platform is 100% focused on custom vanity numbers. So that basically means, in short, these vanity numbers are really cool because it'll allow you to add um, custom keywords to your phone number. So like pizza, I use that example in my email. So like pizza could be one of your keywords. Taco, you're working with a taco, maybe realtor. You might even be able to find some keywords for that, and many trucking, dispatch, whatever it may be. There's a lot of different verticals out there that you can use this for. Especially real estate. The real estate market right now, as you guys may or may not know, the real estate market is hot. So more and more real estate agents are looking to, bump up the way they do business, their showings. They're in the business of making money just like we are, just like you and me and everybody else. So this works really well for that vertical as well. And I spoke about it briefly on an email that I sent out. So basically, if you were working with the realtor and then they had a showing, if they text the keyword showing, our system can auto reply with relevant information, such as you could send reviews, you could send Vcards, videos. So you could reply with a video showing a property, and alongside that, you could encourage them to call you. But yeah, I mean, Vcards, with our Vcard option here, we can actually I don't want to use the term inject because that's a little too hacker-ish, but we can basically force like our Vcards to be stored on devices. So basically, when, let's say we're using the keyword realtor, you got a vanity number, right? Realtor, they're texting that keyword to your number, our system can auto respond with the video or a Vcard. Now, if we're talking here about the Vcard, we'll send out a link. When they click that link, they'll see your Vcard, they'll see your socials and all that fun stuff. When they click on the actual Vcard to download it, it'll go ahead, it'll open up your phone book and automatically paste all of your contact information. And this is a really, I know this is like, you know, it's a small strategy, but it's so effective because at the end of the day, your phone number is on their devices. And whenever you send them a text message for a showing, if you're, again, in relations to my example, then, you could, again, continue to build that rapport, that relationship, and encourage them to call you because now they know that, oh, this particular realtor, it's them. I know them. They're on my phone, blah, blah, blah. I know their name. I got their socials and all that good stuff. So it works out at the end of the day, and many other different verticals, not just real estate. You know what I mean? So we got about 2 minutes. I see that there's a lot of you signing in. Thank you so much for taking time out this Sunday. It's about 1:58 right now. We are 100% live. This is not recorded. Do me the favor, let me know in the chat where you're located. That is always helpful. I want to shout you out. And also, do me the favor, alongside that, let me know what verticals you're focused on right now. Let me know in the chat what verticals you're focused on right now in the chat. Awesome. So some of you are focused on accounting. Okay, lawyers. Not sure. Okay, that's fine. Great. Okay. Nice. So a lot of you are in like a lot of unique, okay. You're in the CBD market. Okay, that's cool. All right. Well, a way that you could use vanity numbers there, for example, is like if you pick up the keyword CBD, you could infuse it in a local number and a Florida number, whatever state you're in, and then you could hand that off to the business. Now, the cool thing about our platform, and we try to do this with all of our platforms, we try to put the ball on your court. So we provide you with the ability to white label our stuff. So, and we give you 100% on any clients that you bring in. We don't take your clients and nothing like that. How we build up on our end is whenever you continue to use the platform, and we continue to build these cases, the more cases that we get and the more users that we get on the platform, the better. But what I was going to say is that, if you wanted to go ahead and resell this platform, you could absolutely do it. You could totally do it. So, and it's just an easier way for you to be able to charge recurring or monthly for this. So, but yeah, so we're coming up on 2 o'clock on the dot. Do me the favor, I'm getting ready to start this presentation. One of the first things I recommend, and I'm going to get myself out the way, is that you close down any distractions, any social media. If you got the kids running around, no problem. Go somewhere where you're comfortable and focus so you can pay close attention to this webinar. I have a lot of great content to share with you today. It's now 2 p.m. on the dot. It's Sunday. Welcome everybody who came out to this call. I'm just going to shout you out. Bobby, Eric, Gary, Crenshaw, Paul Booker, Randy, Sean, Tom, Winston, and Jennifer, and there's just so many of you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to go ahead and start my screen. I'm going to share my screen right now. So if you guys can actually see my screen and my cursor moving around, just go ahead and put some ones in the chat box. That'll be super helpful. What happens sometimes is that GoToWebinar sometimes it locks up and it doesn't want to screen share and all that stuff. So I want to make sure that you can absolutely see my screen. So if you can see my screen, press 1 in the chat. Great. So thank you so much for that. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Wow, there's a lot of you here. There's hundreds and hundreds of members on this webinar right now. So again, I don't want to keep blabbering here, but as you're signing in, go ahead and just leave a comment in the chat box. Let me know where you're located, and I'll go ahead and I'll shout you out. Earlier we had folks out we saw Houston, San Antonio was here, Canada, UK, So go ahead and let me know in the chat where you're located. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and welcome. All right, great. So I'm gonna minimize the chat here. I'm gonna expand my screen. So you should see a full screen on your side. So if you can see a full screen on your side, you should see a loading screen, and now we got a big full screen. What's up, Detroit? Clay Murphy's out in Detroit. What's up? What's up? Randy, what's up? Um, so you should see a full screen. So if you can see a full screen, go ahead and put some ones in the chat box. Again, that is helpful to me because, again, GoToWebinar locks up and it's just a hot mess sometimes. So Winston Johnson, thank you. Champ CEO, thank you. Alrighty, so today, as you already know, I'm just gonna minimize GTW here and open the presentation back up. So as you already know, shortcodes are gone. This new platform replaces them with vanity numbers, keywords, and a boatload of systemic features, okay? A little bit about me. This is all the bragging you're gonna hear from me today. I'm the CEO of Red Torn Media LLC, and I'm the proud owner of now SMS Keyword app. We have major plans for this platform, long-term goals, and so much more. It's going to be added. It's going to be added to our mobile app, so definitely be on the lookout for that. It's going to be really cool, so you can get more work done and on the go. And we're going to continue to enhance all our platforms, man. We're just really not done here, so we're excited. Core dev and director Asan, I couldn't have done it without him. I can't take all the credit for this work and his entire team, so shout out to them. And the tech specialist WALI Shah. These are the incredible individuals behind a lot of this work that you're seeing today. So a little bit about me. As you already know, I operate a digital community with over 20,000 digital consultants. We focus on the process of expanding our business through development and technology. My 10 plus years of marketing experience has enabled us as a digital company help more marketers, business owners, startups hassle less and generate more sales worldwide. Okay, so again, you should see my second screen here, and so if you can go ahead and put some twos in the chat box. So if you can see my second screen, put some twos in the chat box. It'll let me know that you guys are still with me. GoToWebinars being cool and great. So Armando, Tom, and all of you, thank you so much. Let's keep going. So screen time was at an all-time high during quarantine. I mean, if you were like me, you were out there, you were parked, you were picking up food, and you were likely on your phone the entire time. US businesses were forced to innovate their technology and formulate strategies to stay afloat. And this happened everywhere. I mean, and even in Florida and some parts of Florida, a lot of businesses they didn't know what to do, guys. They really didn't know what to do. So what a lot of them ended up doing is just closing down. Again, these businesses were forced to innovate. Like this is all that we talk about as digital marketers. We try to help these small business owners, and then that when you try to help them out, sometimes there's these businesses that occasionally, depending on who you're reaching out to, don't want the help sometimes. And then now look, we ran into this pandemic and a lot of businesses went out of business. They don't even know how to come back. They don't even know how to work this whole internet stuff. So they were forced to do a lot of different things, and so on and so forth. So texting was leveraged in every possible way, as I mentioned: curbside pickup, customer support, appointments. Early in the pandemic, I have a little guy, I have a 5-year-old, and we had doctors and nurses coming out. It was the weirdest time, and some of them are still doing this today. I think that in the midst of this mess, and I don't want to sit here talking about this mess too much in regards to the pandemic, but I think that on a positive side, I'm hoping that a lot of businesses in the local world took a lot of that knowledge that they learned during the pandemic in relations to technology and how important it is moving forward from here and out, because now they know that the internet is here and it's here to it's a serious deal now. It's not going anywhere. Okay, so yeah. So this is just a screenshot of a lot of the action that's going on these days. We're wearing masks and gloves, and yeah. And in some, in some areas, they're opening up, and businesses are adapting pretty well. So I've gotten texts like this as well. Your consultation with Dr. Joe is at 12 p.m. on Monday. Join me for the meeting here. So a lot of doctors were even taking advantage of online meetings, diagnosing clients online, and lots more. Okay. So again, I hate that when I do these presentations, sometimes GoToWebinar locks up on me. So if you can see my screen, go ahead and put some twos in the chat box as I'm sliding through these screens. I just minimized my screen. Just want to make sure. Thank you so much, Clay, Johnny. Thank you all so much. I'm going to expand my screen and keep this all going. And again, I just want you guys to feel as educated as I am. And that is my goal. I'm going to uncover a lot here. We're going to dive deeper into the data. We're going to look at metrics. We're going to look at the current state of ShortCodes, and I'm going to give you guys examples. So as I'm going through this, it's important that you take notes. I know sometimes we're doing a bunch of things, so just take notes or take screenshots. Screenshots work as well. If you're on Mac, Command Shift 4, you can take a screenshot of whatever it is that create a little folder. Google Docs works well as well. So again, my goal here is to make sure that you're getting as much value as possible, so that when you leave out of here, you're ready to rock and roll. Okay. So, and it continues to rise. Let's take a look at a recent study done on SMS and its impact on consumer, business owners, and marketers. Okay. So again, take notes. That's always helpful. So you could look back at it, and you got all this data locked in. So a lot of the data that you're going to see here comes from our friends over at Statista. So, big thanks to them. In a recent study done in 2021, 300 US consumers, business owners, and marketers were asked to determine their preferences and primary motivations pertaining to texting and SMS marketing in 2021. Specifically, they were asked questions surrounding the following: mobile habits, when it comes to texting and screen time, SMS marketing opt-ins by consumers, SMS marketing adoption by businesses, primary uses for SMS marketing. Here are the key findings in all of that. So on average, US consumers' daily screen time increased by 50% between 2019 and 2021. That's a huge leap. That's a massive leap. So 61% of consumers say the time they spend texting daily has either increased or significantly increased due to the pandemic. 78% of consumers say that checking, spending, and answering text messages is the activity they do most on their smartphones throughout the day. Can you believe that? That's 78% of consumers, guys, on a worldwide study that was done. Well, not worldwide, based on the United States. So yeah, that's crazy. 62% of consumers say they have subscribed to receive texts from multiple businesses in the last year. So again, in regards to consumers now adopting the fact that you could order on your phone, you could opt, they're not afraid anymore. Back in the day, we were, it wasn't this easy. You know what I mean? It was tough back in the day. And nowadays, our phones, we're doing everything. We're paying bills, we're getting text messages, we're ordering online, we're buying things, and it's just 10 times easier, providing support through text message, which is something we've begun to do as well. So it's pretty awesome. So 42% of small business owners and digital marketers say they have text their customers using a text message service in the last year. 52% of small business owners and digital marketers plan to increase their text marketing budget in 2022. So yeah, that's 52% of small business owners and digital marketers. So keep that in mind. 43% of small business owners and digital marketers who use SMS marketing report click-through rates between 25 and 35%. What do you guys think of those click-through rates? Are those, to me, this looks good. I mean, the data is looking sharp, guys. I mean, are you excited about this? Let me know in the chat. Absolutely. So you guys are excited, right? Because at the end of the day, this is you're not even seeing, like, let's talk honest here, guys. Let's talk real marketing. Like, and like with email today, we're not seeing these kind of click-through rates. We're not. We're just really not seeing click-through rates like that. With email, we're seeing maybe 2, 1, maybe 5, 7%. SMS is like, hey, you could send a text message and you're guaranteed to get a click if that lead is, fresh. You got to obviously know where you're getting your data from and so on and so forth. So, and it also depends on how you're sending your text messages as well. So there's a lot of variables in that regard. So I try to, like, one of the things that I can share here is, like, keep it minimal. Like, so if you're going to send a text message, just keep it right straight to the point and put a link in there. That's it. That's it. They're going to click it. They're going to click it because that's, again, the data is showing that this is what they're doing. So with all of this said, here's what New York Times has to say. Americans can't quit SMS, right? Like, again, they can't quit SMS. In many other countries, text messages happens over a smartphone app like WhatsApp, Meta, formerly called Facebook. In short, basically, with this article, you could go check it out yourself, but they reference a lot of these apps nowadays, like WhatsApp, TikTok, and many others out there that are, again, on your phone. You use them primarily on your phone. And so, you know, in regards to the consumers, it's like, again, talking about adoption. It's almost like consumers have adopted this way of doing things, that we just grab our phones. We're, again, clicking on things. We're doing a lot of clicking on our phones. So we're likely to get more clicks now through mobile devices. This is why sometimes I even encourage my own guys, look, run just mobile ads, man. Build up your mobile list. And that's why we're bringing this out, because I'm bringing attention to this. This is what's going on now. This is how guys, including myself, are going to start building up our list within this year, 2022. So again, let me stop blabbering here. Let's keep going forward. So for this segment, we'll take a look at COVID-19 impact on texting and screen time and some key metrics. Let's take a more visual look at the data. So how has texting and personal screen time shifted over the past year due to COVID? 75% of consumers say their personal screen time has either increased or significantly increased due to COVID, as I previously mentioned. And again, just to go over all of this stuff again, 61% of consumers say the time they spend texting has either increased or significantly increased due to COVID. The average US consumer's daily screen time has increased by 49.4%, 2019 and 2022. How much has personal screen time increased over the past year? Let's take a look at this top area here. Personal screen time has not increased, 21.5%. An additional 3 to 4 hours each day, 18%. An additional half hour each day. Now check this out. An additional 1 or 2 hours each day, 47.5%. So the data is it's looking really good right now in regards to mobile. Personal screen time noticeably increased during COVID-19, massive adoption. The average US consumer's daily screen time increased by almost 50% between 2019 and 2021, according to our average screen time by state study. 75% of consumers surveyed admit that the time they spend on their phones has increased due to COVID. 48% of those respondents say that time has ballooned by as much as 1 or 2 hours each day. So that's 1 or 2 hours each day. Okay. So 61% say that the time they spend texting each day has either increased or significantly increased due to COVID. It's safe to say that mobile adoption is in full force, right? It's in full force. I'm just gonna prevent a little cottonmouth on this side of the ballpark, but let's keep going forward. So let's take a deeper look at how consumers are using their smartphones. So over at the top here, how are consumers using their smartphones? 77.6% are reporting that they're checking, sending, and answering text messages. That's crazy. 70% are consuming news, music, and entertainment. 41.7% are making phone calls. 30.4% shopping. 72.9% checking their social media. 56.5% checking and sending and answering emails, playing games. It's almost like, you know, like when the laptops started to come out, right? Like folks were all excited and now suddenly, boom, the phones is where everything is happening right now. So it's kind of crazy to me. So consumers are glued to their phones, but what exactly are they doing? Let's find out. 78% of consumers say that, again, they're checking and sending and answering text messages. That is like most of the activity that they're doing throughout the day, followed by checking their social media, 73%. And these other folks are consuming news, music, and entertainment. On an average day, consumers check their text messages more than any other app on their phones. Are you all still with me? I just want to make sure that I'm not blabbering here, that you all are still with me. Go ahead and put some ones in the chat box. So if you're still with me, put some ones in the chat box. That'll be awesome. Great, Marty, and all others, thank you so much. Great. So let's continue to keep pushing forward. So more consumers are opting into text, in short. All right. So let's take a look at this chart here. Have you subscribed to receive text from a business in the past year? 38.2% are saying no, 61.8% are saying yes. So, this is just, again, building up more and more and more. So you got 1 in 3 businesses, that are reporting 43%, 4 to 6 businesses, 33%, 7 to 10 businesses, 14%, 11 plus businesses, 9%. So 62% of consumers say they have subscribed to receive text at least one business in the last year, at least from one business in the last year. 43% receive text from 1 to 3 businesses, and 33% receive text from 4 to 5 businesses, notably for things like appointments, reminders, exclusive promotions, and sales notifications. Again, and I'll go back to that slide here so you can take a look for yourself. This is what the data, again, is reporting, and that's what we're paying attention to. We're not looking at anything else. So the rise of mobile commerce is another reason why consumers are opting into text from businesses. The largest portion of consumers, 33%, say they make purchases from their smartphones 2 to 3 times per month, and 21% say they make purchases once or more a week. 60% of Gen X consumers make mobile purchases 2 to 3 times a month or more frequently. So how fast are they replying in relations to all of this? Let's find out. So on the left-hand side, as you can see here, you have email. So you have email at 37.2%. And this is, again, in relations to them replying, like kind of like what we do with our platform, right? We're gonna be able to send them those auto replies, but when we send out those text messages, this is what you can expect. So 37.2% are replying within an hour. So within 10 minutes, 11.5%. Within a half hour, 18.9%. Within an hour, 37.2%. Within a few hours, 28%. And 24 hours or longer, 7%. So, this is, again, really good data. 59.1% reply within 1 to 2 minutes. And then you have 5 to 10 minutes, 23%, 30 minutes, 12%, few hours, 3%, and then 24 hours, 1 and 8%. So that's just what the data is showing here. So what do the reply rates look like when taking a closer look at text versus email? Consumers largely reply back to an email again within an hour, 37.2%, and for a quarter of consumers, it can take up to a few hours for them to reply back. 60% of consumers reply back to a text message within 1 to 2 minutes, which is amazing, okay? Especially for us as marketers to know this. This is like, wait a minute. That means if you send out to a list of 100 people, right? You got 100 leads on your list. The chances are is that you're going to see a response from 60% of these people, maybe even more than that. You know, I personally witnessed this myself on clean data. So it's not even a talk about it being possible. This is stuff that's actually occurring through mobile phones, through the fact that people have adopted it and so on and so forth. Especially considering, again, 56% of the people would rather text a business than call customer service. So they would prefer to text the business versus calling customer service. So how frequently should we text customers? Let's keep getting educated. Let's keep learning. Let's keep growing. So how frequently should we should businesses text their consumers? Okay, so 55.9%, 1x every other week, 1 per week, 29%, you know, and again, this really, like this report again, you know, is based off, you know, businesses in through the United States. But when you're dealing with data, you know, it's important that you test it so you can justify what works for them, you know. I'm giving you a full-fledged summary, so I'm educating you in regards to, you know, what's going on with these devices nowadays, right? So it's important, what I'm saying here is that it's important that when you get your data, you test it out and you measure it out so you understand, okay, I could send this list A, I know that they do okay with 2 mailings, you know, a day, you know, and then you have this other list here where you can say, all right, this one does, that, you know, this is, you know, due to many other variables or whatever the case may be, I could only really send them once a day, you know, so keep that in mind. So what is most likely to make you unsubscribe from businesses? So this is good information because again, it's giving us an idea, you know, a full-fledged idea as to what consumers expect from us. Again, measure out your data, you know, measure it out so you know what works for your list. So too many text message alerts, 59.5% of consumers are reporting that. The content is no longer meaningful to me. Receiving text messages at inappropriate times, lack of variety in text messages. So these are all the reasons why consumers opt out. So again, 56% of consumers say they would like to receive text from businesses once every other week, followed by 29% who say once per week is ideal. So a good rule of thumb is to set expectations, avoid bombarding consumers with alerts that do not add value. So always be adding value. When someone signs up for a text, they should be aware of how many times per month they can expect to hear from you. Another tip for businesses is to avoid text messages that sound overly spammy. This is, you know, again, in relations to, you know, when you send out your text messages, make sure that you keep it simple and honest and transparent, you know. Back in the day, you know, folks used to hype all of their text messages and emails, you know, we're in a world now that, you know, depends on, you know, transparency. So be transparent with your customers. Show them who you are and what is it that you're sending them. Before you send a text, ask yourself whether it sounds like there's a real human on the other end of the line. If the answer is yes, your customers are more likely to reply or click on your message. Businesses are adopting SMS marketing. You got it all here. 4.2 out of every 10 business owners text their customers using a text message service. In the last year, as I previously mentioned, 57% of business owners and marketers who use text marketing plan to increase their text budget in 2021. I've already gone over all of this stuff. So how have text message opt-in rates changed for business owners and marketers? So in 2020, you got the data here, but check out 2021. Look at 2021, all right? So here we got this dark blue, 52.5% opt-in rates. They're reporting that opt-in rates have increased. So imagine now, 2022. 2022, it's actually pretty bananas what I'm seeing nowadays. It's pretty crazy what we're seeing nowadays. And that's not just to brag, like it's pretty crazy. The stats are looking even better. So yeah, it's really good stuff. So again, if I didn't go over it, you got 2020, 47.7%, and that's in the dark blue, opt-in rates increased. Then you got this light blue over here, opt-in rates stayed the same, 47%, opt-in rates decreased, 4.9%. Then again, 2021, 9.9% are reporting that they decreased. The light blue stayed the same, and then opt-ins have increased 52.5%. Let's keep moving. So 42% of business owners and marketers say they have text their customers using text message service in the last year. 57% say they plan to increase their text in 2020, their marketing budget in 2022. Of those who use text marketing, the majority, 53%, have seen their text message opt-in rates increase in the past year compared to the 48% of business owners and marketers who said the same last year, 2020, 2021. Overall, businesses are seeing the tangible benefits of text marketing in terms of their return on investment, sales, conversions, and of course, the higher click-through rates in comparison to other mediums and channels. So for this section, we'll take a look at the common use cases for SMS marketing. So what are businesses using text marketing for? And again, I want to go back to the chat before I even go any further in this. Are you getting value out of this webinar? If you are, just go ahead and put some ones or yeses in the chat box. Are you learning? Are you starting to understand where things are going nowadays? Are you still like, no, I don't understand? Let me know. I'm happy to answer your question. All right, great, great, great. Thank you so much. Perfect. So let's keep the ball rolling. Bear with me one little second. So what are businesses using text marketing for? 37.5% are reporting for sales and promotion, 12.1% text for info, event or appointment reminders, 9%, internal communications, alerts. But look at this over here. I mean, there's a lot of activity happening when it comes to sales and promotions. Geesh, I wonder why, right? So over 1 in 3 business owners, 38% are using text marketing to boost sales and offer promotions. 27% are text marketing are using text marketing as part of their larger customer service strategies. More and more SMS is expanding as a customer support tool. Consumers value mobile messaging as a support channel as well, as you've previously seen. So texting lets consumers and businesses connect with each other quickly and efficiently. So what is the average click-throughs for, again, text marketing? 43%. Look at this, 43.3%, all right, are reporting this massive click-through rates. Then you see this one over here, 28%. It's just pretty crazy. I mean, these stats are just booming right now. So 70% of business owners and marketers use other mobile messaging channels to communicate with consumers, like WhatsApp or Messenger. 40% of business owners and marketers include text marketing as part of their overall marketing strategy. 46% and collect phone numbers using web forms. So 46% are reporting that they're collecting leads through web forms. Business owners say that the marketing campaigns incorporate texting, have strong conversion rates. So basically, in short, keep on texting. The largest portion of business owners and marketers, 43%, report click-through rates between 20 and 35%, which is massive. Businesses are also starting to integrate texting into their larger marketing strategies. According to a survey response, 40% of business owners include text marketing as part of their marketing strategy. And again, 35% of their say that their campaigns that incorporate texting yield strong conversions. So for this segment, we'll take a look at why shortcodes are going away. So we're going to talk a little bit more about, now that we got that all out the way, we've kind of like looked at where click-through rates are, what consumers want to see, and we just now got a full-fledged idea as to like what's going on. So now we're going to talk more about these shortcodes. Okay, so as you know, the days of the shortcodes, as I've been saying for the past 30 days plus, it's over. It's over. The only way you could get access to a shortcode is now through us. You still got to fill out an application that we provide you through our platform, but the time and relations that you can get the shortcode is 10 times quicker. It costs, but it's just 10 times quicker, and it's a bit of a process in that regard. And the reason it's gotten so tough, and you're going to see that now, is due to not just regulations, but networks have had enough. They're seeing a lot of spamming happening through these shortcodes. People are just like not using them correctly. So they felt like, hey, you know what? Goodbye, delete it. So the fast-paced world of messaging is, as we know, ever changing and evolving. This time around, the change, as most of us already know, is huge and impacted many. Recently, AT&T, T-Mobile, and many other networks announced that they will no longer support shortcodes. If you're not familiar, a shared shortcode enables businesses to operate text messaging campaigns at a reduced cost by sharing the same code amongst multiple other businesses. AT&T, along with all others, made the decision, again, likely due to spam. Now that all changes have taken place, let's take a moment to cover what alternative options you have. Let's see here. So with the shortcode phase out, you're probably wondering what options are available for yourself and your clients. So you have dedicated shortcodes. You can lease your own shortcode. However, the provisions, expensive and lengthy process doesn't really make any sense at the end of the day. I mean, it's really, really, really expensive. Networks, in short, have made it tough. They've made it really tough. Costs range between $5,000 and $7,000 a month. It's not that high with us, but it's around that ballpark. Application fees, you name it. It's a long process. Okay. So you got toll-free numbers, of course. Toll-free numbers work just as good as well. We've seen delivery rates work just fine with us. We're seeing 99.9% delivery rates, no filters at all, because we train our guys, you know what I mean? There's certain ways to do this stuff. You just don't blast, or, you know, you want to do this stuff correctly. You can get your own dedicated toll-free numbers that operate similarly, plus you can still send high-end volumes with a very good delivery speeds. You got 10-digit long codes. This is AT&T's solution to ending shared shortcodes. The 10DLC, as they call it, will enable A2P, application to person solution for businesses, enabling them to send at higher volumes and better delivery speed than traditional long codes. This is still a bit controversial, honestly, because you could still send fine with toll-free numbers. This is just all the technical verbiage around what's going on right now. But you could, if you set up your Vanity number correctly and all the programming is right, you can still send out your messages and get them out on time just fine. So keeping it moving forward, traditional long codes, P2P, person-to-person solutions that did not work well with high values. The messages got caught in spam filters. Deliveries were slow and eventually were shut down. This was because traditional long code was meant for person-to-person messaging. 10 DLCs will be different, as there will be a verification process to obtain a code in hopes of mitigating spammers. Moving forward, for this segment, we'll go over the 4 main benefits of an 833 number. Why should you take advantage of this newest prefix? Let's move forward. Custom vanity phone numbers are no longer, are no brainer, without a doubt. For businesses looking to brand their business, market with an easy to remember phone number, stay relevant, and so on and so forth. This is, a great way to do it. And you're going to see in a couple of minutes. I'm not just yapping here. You're going to see in a couple of minutes. Most businesses are familiar with vanity numbers, and we've called vanity lines in our lifetime, but that whole, excuse me, but what some may not know is that there are more options along with 800 number types. In 2017, a new prefix for vanity numbers was 833 was released, yet not all businesses are aware of this newest prefix. So if you are ready to choose the perfect vanity number for your business, you may want to consider an 833 number. I'll explain. There's a few reasons why you might want to consider. Build your brand using vanity phone numbers. Using a toll-free 833 number helps establish ads. When done correctly, vanity numbers help build a brand that people always remember. Having a custom vanity phone number for your business is one of the easiest forms of brand awareness. By keeping their brand synonymous with their vanity number, 1-800-Flowers did it just right. You guys have seen this around, all right, and they're still relevant. 1-800-Flowers. I think it's just brilliant when companies use these unique approaches. It just shows that they're constantly, to be in marketing and to do anything of what we're doing today, it requires you to be super creative. So the fact that you can, we could do that now, right? We can learn from some of these big players. Just pick up a vanity number and turn it into a domain. If you don't want that to be your primary domain, just go ahead and reroute that traffic. It's just brilliant, and it's easy to remember. Thinking about the consumers, not what we want, but what's easier for them. Are they going to remember this number? We got to be asking ourselves those questions before we pick up a number. Flowers.com matched their website address with a toll-free vanity number, and now everyone remembers them and their phone numbers, of course. 833 vanity numbers are easy to remember. So let me ask you a quick question. Which number is easier for you to remember? Which one you think is the easiest? 833-225-5669 or 833-317-HOPE? You guys let me know in the chat. Let me know which one you think is the easiest to remember. If you were driving down the road, which one are you most likely to remember? 833-225-5669 or 833-317-HOPE? Let me know in the chat. HOPE, right? Absolutely. Because it's just easy to remember. You're gonna see the number. It's easy to process. And moving on. So go ahead and continue to let me know in the chat. So a lot of you are saying the HOPE number, right? Using a vanity number that is easy to recall is crucial for expensive advertising campaigns, television commercials, and radio spots. So check this out here. This is a really good example. It's part of my other examples that I'm gonna show you in just a bit. 1-800 handbags. Come on, right? 100% American-made handbags. Viewers and listeners will not remember a number unless it's easy to recall. Please note all of this down. Even though 833 is not an easily noticeable number as the old 800 vanity number, consumers will be able to tell that this is a toll-free prefix, allowing them to dial your easy to remember phone number from memory after seeing or hearing your ad. You, in short, are making it easy for them. You're making it easy, and at the same time, you're preventing junk calls in that process because it's still fairly new. By using this new prefix, you can ensure that all inbound calls, misdials, and wrong number calls will be eliminated. Let's keep moving forward. So for this section, we'll dive deep into how to market your vanity number. So one of the easiest ways to do that is through directories. I just want to make sure you all are still with me. I don't want to just zoom through this thing and, I want to make sure that you got it. So if you all are still with me, just go put some ones in the chat box. That'll be super helpful. Lets me know that you are still with me. Okay, great, great, great. Thank you so much. Let's keep moving forward. So one of the ways that you can promote your vanity number is through directories. But when I say directories, think of the market, think of the market that you might want to submit that vanity number. Business cards. Okay, that's another great way. Business cards are still relevant. Okay, you can put your number on a business card, hand it off, make it memorable, nice and easy, especially if you're working with real estate agents, brokers, small business owners. With so many inexpensive options available, business cards are the classic way to share your contact information with others. Your vanity number will stand out with each card you give. You could do card decals as well. I see this, I think this is brilliant. I've seen even in my town right now where I'm at, excuse me. So a lot of businesses are doing decals. As a matter of fact, they're doing now decals and LED screens. It's crazy. You're getting creative. I think, just keep on being creative, with this stuff. Publish it out there. Magazines, local newspapers, and so on and so forth. Purchase a personalized sticker or a magnet and place it on your vehicle to promote you or your client's business. You can do that. You want to make sure that obviously you own the vehicle, that it's yours. Merchandise as well. You could do the whole USB stick thing. Some of my associates take this approach as well. I still have some of my old pens from all of the networking events that I've been to and stickers and all that stuff. So it's just a good way to brand yourself. Billboards, of course, billboards is an awesome way to do this. We're all on the road one way or another. Billboards are a great option to help draw eyes to your business. Work together with the designer to ensure that your phone number is printed large enough for drivers to read. So billboards, flyers, of course, craft your customers' flyers, their vanity number, and share with clients or potential clients. They're promoted by hanging at local businesses. You can put it on your website as well, which is, again, I recommend, like, if you're going to get a vanity phone number, get a vanity domain as well. Associate them both, make it easy. Thank you cards as well is a great way to promote your vanity numbers. So if you're the type of business that sends out thank you cards, your customers consider adding your phone number. Your customers consider adding your phone number to your cards. This helps to ensure your customers know they can reach out to you should they need your help or want to refer a client. So again, thank you cards. It works really good. So if you got a list of, whatever, you got leads in many different markets, you could send out your thank you card. Put your vanity number in there. Put your vanity domain as well. If you're the type of business that sends out thank you cards to your customers, consider adding your phone number to your cards. This helps to ensure your customers know they can reach out to you should they need help or refer a client. Radio ads that use a vanity number work very well. Try saying 888, I hear great out loud. Doesn't that sound great for radio? I'm sure it does, right? A vanity number is the most effective call to action in a radio ad. Did you know that studies have shown that more listeners remember vanity phone numbers than URLs when listening to a broadcast? It's crazy, right? I'll repeat that again. Did you know that studies have shown that more listeners remember vanity phone numbers than URLs when listening to a broadcast. When you're using a vanity number in a radio ad, you can amp it up even more by using music and rhythms and lots more. Here's some examples of each. Okay, you're driving to work when you hear a jingle, a phone number, and it sticks in your head. You find yourself humming it. Company by the name of Empire did a great job taking this approach. 800-588-2300 Empire. If you've never heard it, I can almost guarantee that tuning was running through your head. These guys right here, brilliant, right? It is a remarkable number. Is it a remarkable number? Not really, but the accompanying jingle makes it really memorable. So vanity numbers with memorable sound patterns and rhythms produce results. Even if you don't set your vanity number to your music for your ad, you can make use of the vanity numbers that create memorable sound patterns or rhythms. For example, try saying 888, I hear great out loud. Again, say you're driving along and an ad comes up, right, with this number. This is going to stick in your head and you'll find yourself calling them to see what they can offer, you know, if you're in the market for it. So let's take a look and listen. I won't bore you guys any further. Let's take a look and listen to some examples. So this is one here by Bruce Davis ESQ. I actually have a folder here that I'm going to just open up and play for you. I'm just going to put the volume up.
You've seen me on television for over 30 years, telling you to call 1-800-LAWYERS. In that time, we've received over 1 million phone calls and answered 1 million questions, always absolutely for free. So call 1-800-LAWYERS. A free call, free advice, and we're always there when you need us. If you've been in an accident, any accident, you may be entitled to a large cash award. You may be entitled to nothing. We know which, and we'll tell you right now. Simply call 1-800-LAWYERS. Free legal advice, always. 1-800-LAWYERS.
Do you see how easy they made it, right? 1-800-LAWYERS. I mean, how could you forget that, right? And they tell you what they cover. They cover accidents. So that's the market that they're focused on. But they made their number nice and easy. So I can guarantee you that that number is ringing all the time. And then the brilliant thing is that they took that vanity number and then turned it into 1-800-lawyers.com, which is, come on, again, we're not thinking about us over here and how good we want to look, but how can we make it easier for the consumer so that when they want to reach us, we just make it as easy as possible. Okay, so I have another example for you. So to stay on course here, 1-800-LAWYERS match the domain with their vanity number, making it very, very easy for consumers. And then you have free air duct inspection, call 800 steamer. So I'm gonna open this up here. Look at that, right? Very simple, 1-800 steamer. And they also have the URL as well. So yeah, keep that all in mind. Alrighty. So very minimal, you know, they didn't get too fancy with it. This one is a bit humorous, and you know, obviously not everybody has the budget to bring on board a celebrity like Shaquille O'Neal, but this is another great example here. I'm just gonna minimize, give me one little second here. Just gonna open up the folder really quick. And can you guys see the videos? I just wanna make sure. Did you just see the previous videos? Just go ahead and put some yeses in the chat box. So if you've seen the videos that I just showed you, put some yeses in the chat box. That'll be helpful. It lets me know that you actually see my screen and that you're actually listening to the videos. Okay, awesome, great. So I am going to play this one here. It's kind of humorous.
Turns out everyone does sound better at the shop. And it turns out the General is a quality insurance company that has been saving people money for nearly 60 years. 'Cause it's the only thing I will do. I know that. Okay, don't hear that. Well, great, Lorraine. Nearly 60 years of quality coverage. Make the right call and go with the General.
All right, so a couple of things here. 800 general. That's a keyword that you can still pick up to this day. I mean, not sure why someone would want to compete with someone like these guys, but you know, look at the domain, the general.com, 1-800-general. Again, making the process easier for consumers. The easier we make it, the easier it is to, continue that rapport, continue communicating with them, and so on and so forth. So let's take a quick visual on how you can position these vanity numbers in various different campaigns. So as I mentioned earlier, you got 1-800 handbags, real big bold text, pink background, geared toward obviously women. And if you're running this ad you want to run this kind of ad at a particular time, maybe Valentine's Day, maybe during the holidays. It's very minimal and straight to the point. 1-800 attorney is this beautiful approach, very minimal. I have done some research on this billboard and it is legitimately real. It's out there and they also redirect to a lot of different branches. So yeah, smart move. And again, you can turn your vanity into an actual domain. This works really well for, depending on what state you're in town. So keep that all in mind. This is another great flyer. It's a flyer, but it's a great visual to give you an example on as to how you can, position it. And I'm inspiring you, getting those creative juices going, so that when you start promoting your vanity number, you have those juices going. So now that we've got our creative juices flowing, let's go ahead and see what some of these companies are charging out there. So you might have seen this company around. Now that before we jump the gun, we've processed a lot of great stuff here so far. We've looked at the data. We've looked at good examples. I mean, you've seen it all there, ways that you can scale out your vanity number. Let's go ahead and again, look at some what folks are charging now out there. So as you know, and this is not me making this up, you can go out there and look at it yourself. I got more stuff to prove to you right now. So for this keyword here, taco, they're charging $588 per month plus the 77% annual increase. The problem with a lot of these services is that they charge porting fees. So like you can buy a vanity number from these guys, but that vanity number is not going to do anything. You got to register it with a service. They're going to charge you with some more fees, and it's just a headache. Like it's a mess. Check out this example here. Testify, $2,000. So for that number alone, that's in the 954 area code. Testify, 954 testify, $2,000. Okay. I mean, you're looking at it here. This is what vanity numbers are going for. Check this other one out, 954-998 gold, right? Ideally, a number like that, that's one that you can pick up for maybe a jewelry store, right? So this is just, again, some examples here. And then, you have some number here that are not vanity numbers. They don't have any particular branding, but they're very easy to remember, like 99999, $500. So the cost of vanity numbers have gone up. Why? Because they're in demand right now. A lot of people look for them. And again, it's not just as easy as it looks, right? Nowadays, if you want a vanity number, you got to buy it from these services and then you got to pay porting fees. Okay, you got to port them over. Are you all still with me? I just want to make sure. Just go ahead and put some ones in the chat box. If you're still with me, put some ones in the chat box. Alrighty, great. Thank you so much. So at the end of the day, I'm not paying that. I'm not paying for porting fees. No way. I'm not paying a porting fee, and I'm not paying $2,000. I will if anything, I'm gonna let you guys do that instead. I'm gonna let you do that instead. But let's keep moving forward. Here's a few others that take a similar approach. Aircall is one of the companies that allows you to create vanity numbers, but they have a monthly fee and they have fee for vanity numbers. This company here, phone.com, so you guys see that Guillermo is not going crazy. He's not losing his mind. Check this out, daycare, $1,899. 949 daycare, $995. 321 daycare, $995. So it's not as cheap as it once was. You guys can like literally build a niche business off of this model right here. And through us, make it affordable for the local business owner. Look at what guys are charging out there already, so keep that all in mind. So eVoice is another one as well. They require a consultation and the whole 9 yards. Not going to do it. It doesn't work for us. We're marketers. We're consultants. We really don't want to do that. Moving forward, for this section, we'll cover how to use your keywords with vanity numbers. So grow your list with an SMS keyword vanity campaign. You can put your vanity keyword on your store signage, include it in your email, publish it on social media posts, and even place it in your product packaging. Again, so one of the ways that you can promote it is through, your signage, business cards, email to your subscribers. You can let them know, hey, text me here, text this keyword to my vanity number. It's brand new. Would you like one? You might want to check this out. Running an SMS giveaway, promote SMS opt-in on your social channels. If you want to grow your list, then again, keyword and vanities are a great way to do this, period. Simply pair a keyword like join with a vanity, just like you see here. And you could infuse it within your campaigns. Very easy. Once you have opted in subscribers, you can leverage promotion campaigns to get them to purchase more products. This offer should capture their interest and have explicit action for them to take. Again, these are just examples. You could run reminder campaigns as well. If your business relies on customers keeping their appointments, you could do the whole automated, you could take the whole automated approach as well, which can save you a ton of time. You can set up the reminder to go out anytime you want before their appointment, and they'll get a text message reminding them of their appointment details like date, time, and location. Okay. You can even include information telling them what to bring, reschedule, and more. In short, scale it out online. So here are two great visual examples. So this is another example here. As you can see here, it's using a shortcode. However, again, you can replace it with a vanity number and you can still associate it with your shortcodes. Again, if you were working with, let's say, a cupcake shop, you could take, hey, you want a free cupcake? Text 888-888 cupcake to this and text this keyword to this number to get 10% off, and so on and so forth. So what to look for in vanity number providers? Over 70% of consumers remember vanity numbers. Again, after a 30-second ad, while 30-second ads featuring standard numbers had only a 5% recall rate. Not sure why that's here, but let's keep moving forward. Overall, phone number availability, and most important, flexibility. Providers must offer a variety of toll-free numbers and prefix aside from the most popular and therefore most inexpensive 800 option. Ensure they have an 833 prefix available, because not all providers have 833 numbers. They will charge you an arm and a leg just for this number alone. For that prefix 833, you definitely want to make sure they have toll-free and local options as well. Consider whether or not you'll need multiple business numbers, and so on and so forth. Essentially, calling features we are looking for most definitely when trying to make an ROI. All cloud phone options and systems features allow for multiple extensions, sometimes called user per number, and basic features like call forwarding, which we allow you to do on our side of the ballpark. when you call our vanity numbers, you could actually forward a lot of those numbers. You could reroute them. So if you create a vanity number for one of your clients, you can put your redirect number and just, again, redirect those calls. Ideally, you want at least, you want to see at least the following: call history, SMS, you want the ability to send out SMS messages, keyword functionalities. You want systems and automation, which they don't offer. I just showed you the example before, right? A lot of these providers are just selling you the number, but you're paying like crazy dollars, and then you got to pay porting fees. It does not make any real sense. So again, let's keep moving forward. So it's important to be mindful of this in the long-term run. With all of this said, you're now ready to begin setting up your vanity number. And I apologize if I blabbered, and if I missed something, I promise to go back. I see that you guys are excited in the comments, so I'm trying to push along through this to, not take up any of your time. So we're officially at the end of our presentation, and so let's get you up and running and give you access to this awesome platform already, so we can have you inside along with all other members who are already inside creating these vanity numbers and doing some pretty cool stuff. I've already seen a couple of cool things happening. So with that said, I'd like to introduce you to SMS Keyword App, scaling vanity and local numbers, keywords to build your mobile list. SMS Keyword App is a truly innovative platform that focuses on custom vanity numbers and keywords, while at the same time allowing you to strategically and systemically scale a ton of features. Our features range from Vcards, coupons, built-in ratings, MP3s, video, keywords, and vanity numbers. That's not all. Capture leads at the click of a button easily. We built our system, strategically so that you can personalize your messages right from our built-in inbox system while they automatically get added to your list. The core vision behind mobile leads for yourself and clients in a way that is automated and valued. Okay, so again, that's what we're looking at and focused on when it comes to this platform. We're thinking vanity numbers and looking for ways to systemically build our list. So we're not really touching anything. It's just there. It's working. So we got a ton of features inside in which I'll cover, and I promise I'm going to go into everything you need to know. So custom vanity, you can do custom vanities and shortcodes. We made the most your custom vanity numbers by enabling you to create them, according to your preferences. So again, you can create custom vanity numbers and shortcodes with us. Yes, even shortcodes. Vcard. Inside the platform, users can generate Vcards, which just in short stands for, it's just like a business card. It's like a digital business card, basically. What you can do on our end, we'll provide you with a unique link. And when someone clicks on it and then clicks download your Vcard, our system will push that information to their device so that they can save it. And then the next time that you follow up again, they'll have your information saved. So they'll say, oh, it's Guillermo. So I know who he is. I know him, so on and so forth. Coupons, you have the ability to set up coupons as well with our platform, which is really cool. It's going to save you a bunch of time. Coupons that can be activated right from this link that we provide you with. We also have a built-in, again, rating system that allows you to, and I'm going to show you all of this in a minute. I see you're all excited. It allows you to basically capture reviews. We have a 5-star review system that, if you're working with a small business owner and they're curious about maybe they have a list already, they might want to send out an email saying, hey, text me here at this vanity number, let me know your feedback. So our system can respond back with our 5-star review system, and then they could put in their ratings and lots more, so they have an idea as to what their consumers are thinking. You have MP3s as well that you can send out as well. Video, I had mentioned this in my email as well. So if you're working with like real estate agents, especially in this hot market that we're in nowadays, this is a great way for them to send out showings. They might want to put their vanity number on an actual board, and lots they can do there. We provide you with reporting as well. You could build unlimited lists with us. We don't cap you anywhere. Again, you have the ability to reserve keywords as well within our platform. Again, making it easy. You can purchase 800 numbers, local numbers, 833 numbers from our platform. And we also provide you with the ability to white label our entire platform and at the same time take home 100% of those earnings. So if you bring any clients of yours on board, say you're doing real estate on the side. So you could send this out to all of your real estate guys and say, hey, can you pass this on to other people? And anybody that signs up underneath you, you're going to get credit for that, you know? So we, again, and this is all being paid out to you. We pay out on the first and second week of each month. So we've made it easy. My team is around, so you guys know where to find us. So that's not all. So yes, this means you can easily build your list whenever someone texts your vanity number with your keyword. So SMS app, keyword app was built for all businesses, as always, with the consultant in mind. As developers, we believe in transparency and the importance of data accuracy, which is why we provide you with a full cockpit view so you can choose, you know, how many numbers you want, keywords, management, and more. So with all of that said, let's take a look in real time. It's officially demo time. I'm gonna get myself out of here and I'm gonna open up the SMS keyword app. So this is the actual platform here. If you can see the screen nice and big on your side, can you go ahead and put some twos in the chat box? If you're still with me, put some twos in the chat box. That'll be super helpful as I'm just going into Marty, Fred, Winston, thank you all so much. So this is the dashboard here. So up here, you have your purchase numbers, you have your total keywords, and you have your inbox messages, and I'm gonna break that all down shortly. As you can see, Anthony Moreland is on his way. He went ahead and purchased, and he's ready to rock and roll. So we have a chat box here. The point of this chat box is not for support. It's, you know, we create this outlet so that you can communicate with other members and find out what's going on, okay? So this is our profile area. So here you can go ahead and basically edit your Twilio SID and Twilio token. You can set your email and name. We are connected to Twilio, so keep that in mind. Our minimum top up is only $50, and that is a low $50, and that is it. Like, we don't charge you any monthly fees. And I want to clear this up as well. Like, though that $50 doesn't even come to us. That $50 is for you to purchase your vanity numbers, your keywords, and to be able to send. So we charge $1 per vanity number. It doesn't matter where, 800, 833, local, $1. And then we charge $5 per keyword. And then it's a penny for any auto responses that go out. That's it, you're done. You don't worry about any reoccurring, nothing like that, okay? So that's for those of you who are worried you might be on a budget, okay? So clearing that up, that's it. So let's take a look at Vcards in our utilities section. I get excited about this because I believe it's really cool. I'm excited to scale this out in a bunch of different verticals. I'll give you a quick view here of some information that you can input to our platform. So you can put your business name, your email, your number, your company name, website, Instagram, your socials, and picture, and all that cool stuff, right? So now this is what it'll look now on their like on their device. I actually have a video that I'm going to show you. If I'm just going to have to pause my screen really quick. My developer sent me a video, and I'm just going to go into my MP3s really quick. I got a bunch of files all over the place. Let's see here. All right, here we go. And I'm gonna bring myself back really quick so you guys can see exactly how it looks when it goes on your phone. So you should be able to see a video on your side, right? So if you can see a video, go ahead and put some twos. You can see my screen is back. You're gonna see a little video over here. Great, great, great. So you should be able to see it. Again, if you can see this video to my left, put some twos in the chat box. I just want to make sure that my screen is not frozen or paused. So if you can see my screen, put some twos. Go to webinar is a little delayed. So I just want to make sure that you could, okay, so this is what it looks like basically, all right. So when you click on the download Vcard, it gets all this information is injected to their mobile phones, and then they could go ahead and save it. I'm going to show you the video here. Give me one moment. I just want to make sure that you all can see it. So if you can see my screen and you can see this MP3 video, go ahead and put some twos in the chat box, please. That'll be helpful. I hate to like continue with this stuff and you guys can't see it. Perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and click play. So this is what happens on the actual mobile device. So you see how quick that was, right? We got all our information on their mobile device. So now from that point, they just create a contact, and the next time that we follow up, and I'll show you again, the next time that we follow up, they're gonna have my, this individual is gonna have my information on his phone, so they know it's me. It's not just some weird number or someone texting them. Okay, so that's it for this section. So again, you could always go back and edit it. This is what it looks like here. Obviously, this is on my laptop right now, so I could always go back and edit all of this information, add more, change the colors, change the background, change the background image. I could do all that cool stuff. Let's go over to coupons. Coupons is also a nice, cool area. Let's go into view coupon really quick. So this is what my coupon looks right now. I'm just going to adjust my screen. Obviously, this looks a little different on mobile phones, but when they click activate, it doesn't need to look like this. This is just, my example. But, you could, this could be for any business that you might want to create this for. You could change the background colors, add text, and so much more. And this is all going to tie in at the end. I'm just showing you all the features right now. Right now, like one of the first things in my training that I recommend all our users do is set all of these up so that when you start, choosing your keywords and you choosing your vanity numbers, you can begin to associate what happens with every different action. So now that you've seen the coupons, let's go into ratings really quick. So you can see here we have, did you enjoy your donuts? Can you be the sweetest and leave us a review? So view this public link. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. So with our platform, we can capture those reviews, right? And on our end, this is what it looks. When we click, quick snapshot, you can see here that all the reviews are collected here on our end, okay? Along with the browser, the device, the IP, the date and time. So it works out. And we give you an overall, percentage as to like, what the reviews are looking like right now at this point. So, again, if you're a realtor, maybe you're working with, a broker, insurance broker, mortgage broker, whoever, this stuff works really well as well. You have audios. Let me view this public link here. So on their device, it'll look a little different. I'll just show you here. This is how it'll look on mobile. But you could change the colors, and again, you could change the audio. You can do all that cool stuff. And again, the market is hot with real estate. So if you want to do your showings, this is our video portion. You can play videos from here. Right now, I just have this one here. And that's pretty much it for that one. You could edit it simply by going into edit. And you just add your link here, change your backgrounds, and you're done. For audio, you could actually go ahead and upload your audios. Now let's go on into the more fun part of this platform. So I got all my keywords here, right? And you notice here, keyword type, I'm associating these keywords with different responses. Like this donuts here, they're gonna get my ratings response, right? But let me give you a better breakdown on how this all works, right? Like if I were to purchase the keyword, let's say pizza now, right? I could, I can choose my responded type. I can go with ratings or Vcard. I'll just do ratings for now. Select rating. So this is the ratings that I have set up on my platform. So obviously I'm not going to choose, I'll just go with this one, Yolanda Potter, right? And, I could change this text up and say please leave us a review. And now what happens is that when someone texts this keyword along to, with your vanity number, which we're going to choose next, they're going to get this auto response here. It'll say, hey, please leave us a review when they text your vanity number. So I'm going to go back to the keywords area, and you could always go back, and we're not going to keep charging you if you want to keep like this is the keyword here. This has been finalized, right? You just need to make sure that you have enough top up to keep purchasing keywords. You could always go back and update this text and ratings, or however you may want to respond. Whatever response you want, you could just always switch it up here and choose the relevant one. Okay. So now let's go into phones to really tie all of this in, okay? So let's go into, before that, we have numbers here. So you can see I have some, keyword here, 267 Papa 721. The keyword is RTMLOC. I have it associated with. And then I could go here and view my opt-ins for this particular number. So if I have different clients set up, right? Like for, different clients, I have different numbers set up. I could view how many opt-ins I've collected for them. So let me go into purchase phone, and then I'm gonna go, I could search local if I want. I could go region and all of that. So let me go into Vanity and type in, let's look up taco. Let's see what we could find for taco. Bear with me one moment. So you can see here, I got a bunch of different numbers, right? And they're all, remember when I showed you that those companies and what they were charging, whereas here you only pay $1. So again, you got the regions here, Texas, Illinois, North Carolina, all there. And then what you can do is, let's say we want to go with this one. This one looks really good. This is 828. This is North Carolina 360 Taco, because now I'm working with like a food truck, and I just want to help them out. I want to give them a vanity number. I just want a percentage on orders. That's it. So let's go to purchase. I could put my street address and where we could do our call forwarding. So if we want to put a call forwarding number, we could put that right here, and also associated with a particular keyword. So obviously I'm not going to associate it with pizza, but if I had the keyword taco, I would associate it with the keyword taco. So now it all lines up. Now what happens is, say I had the keyword taco, I bought a vanity number with the, I bought this one here, 828360 taco. When you text that number, done. Like, that's pretty much it. Like you're all tied in. So let's go into, I might have jumped the gun really quick. Let's go into inbox, right? So inbox is another section, but I'll bring it from message campaign. So this whole area makes sense, okay? And I want to make sure you're all still with me. Just go ahead and put some ones in the chat box. If you're all still with me, just put some ones in the chat box. Great, thank you so much. So when you go into your messages, the first area you want to go into is your message campaigns, right? And obviously here you see the context that you can send out to, the date and times. So when you build up that list, let's say you managed to build up a list of about 50 people. Now you want to send out to them, but at the same time, you want to continue that conversation. Let's go into send message, right? Now what you can do from here is you have your SMS, right? Which one you want to send, an SMS or an MMS? I'm going to choose the list, RTM, right? And then I'm going to do send later. And then I could choose the best time and date. And I could also just put a note here. This could be like, hey, thanks for signing up. What's your take on our food? Or it could be something else along those lines. Like, hey, do you have time for a call today? You can do something like that. But you have to make sure that you build up that list with that relevant vanity number and keyword, right? So it's very simple. So what happens next is, like, once you've set this up, you go into your inbox, right? Here you'll start seeing all the responses, and then like you could write to them, hey, you could respond and so on and so forth. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go into our drip messages. This is another cool area. I'm gonna go into, like, here you got the context, the drip frequency. You might want to drip your messages over time for many different reasons, all right? Maybe you found that for some particular list, they're more active on, Thursdays and Fridays, right? So let's go ahead. I'm gonna choose this list here. I'm gonna leave a note like, hey, do you have time for a call, right? And I could upload an image here. I got my start date and end date. I could set those up really quick. And then I could set the frequency for daily. I could say every Thursday and like Friday. And then once I click send message, based on the frequency I have set up, then it'll send out, weekly or daily, however we want to, go about it. Okay. Really cool stuff. That's this whole area, just tying everything up nice and tight. Now, for those of you who just want to go ahead and white label this entire platform, we reserve SMS keyword app.pro. So this domain is not associated with SMS keyword.app. You could do your own custom branding here. We've again taken a lot of the things that we've learned in our previous platforms and we've brought it here to make it easier so that you can keep like, hey, if you land a client or you have a couple of clients that might be interested in doing this, you could set your own fees here. So our minimum top up is right now $50. You might want to make yours $100. You might want to keep it the same, $50, right? You don't want to change anything. But remember, this amount is going to them so that they can buy and so on and so forth. Now, your fee is paid here. Let's say you want your one-time fee to be $1,000. You could make that reoccurring. So our system will make sure that they have that balance every time. If they don't have that balance, then you cannot get paid, okay? But if they do end up topping up $1,050, then you get paid, you request a withdrawal, we communicate with you, you tell us about the client, and we wire you a check or we'll send you a check. It's just that easy. I mean, we've made it very, very easy for everybody, okay? So let's go into short code form. And so this area is for the short code. So our wait time is going to be between 2 to 3 weeks tops, 2 to 3 weeks tops, okay? There are some fees that I cannot disclose right now because in this the current state right now, we don't know, they told us once, they told us 3,000, that's on the high side. But then the other day they were telling us it's going to be 2,000. So it just really all depends on what our partners are saying and so on and so forth. So we just ask for basic details, your name, your company, and all those details. We just ask here. You submit it. The wait time is 24 to 48 hours. You'll hear from us, and then we'll connect with you. Okay, it's just that simple. All right. Just quickly, I want to go back here. When you go into manage business, again, you could upload your logos. I just want to touch back on this. You could create your own / and yeah, and we also provide training as well, so you're not lost in any way. My developers are here as well, for you to, reach out to and communicate to us. So that's pretty much it for that. So if you thought that was cool, put put the best comments that you have in the chat box. So if you thought that was cool, put the best comments that you got in the chat box. I would truly appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Awesome. So let's go ahead and let's keep pushing forward. Let's summarize all of this. I know this is a lot of information, but I want to make sure that you have it. So you have the dashboard here where you can, check your total vanity numbers that you purchased, your keywords, your inbox messages, the chat so you can communicate with other members. You set up your profile, nice and easy. Here in this area, you will purchase your vanity numbers. You can view your opt-ins. Then you have your Vcards as well that you can send out, and they get auto submitted to your prospect's phone. You have your coupons as well that you can send out. You can send out ratings, capture ratings from many different verticals, audios, video, and you can create these automated responses that are just game changer. Again, when they text that keyword to the vanity number, there's an automated response and it happens right away. You can send out messages and respond to them as well. Very, very easy. Okay, so and then you also have the ability to resell this entire platform if you wanted to. Again, I highly encourage you to not for my benefit, but it's just a great way to really streamline this entire process, especially when you have a list of buyers and customers. Okay. So we also provide you with training as well, which is, just adds to all of the value that you've gotten today. So I got to remind you, Vanity guys, these Vanity sellers are charging between 5.99 plus a wide array of other fees, on a monthly basis. But, that's not going to happen here. As marketers or small business owners, when starting up, those numbers aren't even nowhere near realistic. Not only do you have full control here, but you can charge what you want and how you want. So, thanks to our partners, Twilio and Message Media, if it wasn't for these guys, and my core developers, there would be no SMS keyword app. We work hard together as a unit to produce this for our members in hopes that, you'll take advantage of this stuff while the market is the way it is and, make the most out of it. Okay. So what is the cost? We knew that a lot of our members would love this, and especially providing it as a service locally. You're not going to pay nowhere near $2,997 unless you go with the white label, which I'll explain a little later. I wanted to give you nothing, but as always, full control. So that's not what you'll be paying today. You won't even pay nowhere anything near $997. We have you covered here. So are you ready to, take your vanity skills and keywords to the next level? If you are, let me see the best comments that you have in the chat. I would really appreciate that. So awesome. You guys are excited. You guys are obviously wanting the link now. So the registration fee isn't $119. I'm actually going to save you today. There's no monthly cost as well. There's 0 monthly cost on top of this. Okay. So your one-time fee also gives you, priority support with our developer WALI. It doesn't matter what level you're in, you get support all around. And again, you have all the control here that you need. So today, on top of this all, I'm going to save you $25. So it brings your cost down even more. I'm going to go ahead and drop the link as I go through this. I see that you all are looking for the link. So I am going to drop it here. And there it is. So those are all the links. They're now in the chat. So all of the purchase links are in the chat, even for the white labels as well. So again, you're saving $25 on top of all of this. So let's review all the features. Again, you have the ability to set up custom vanity numbers, brandable 100%, and Vcards that get auto submit to different phone devices, coupons, and lots more, ratings as well, MP3s, video. You got reporting, detail reporting, and again, it's just pretty cool. If you go with our second option, which you're going to see in the link, it'll bring you back up to 119. That's going to give you access to even more numbers. Okay, even more numbers and even more vanity numbers. So we're giving you more access to additional data that we have available inside of our platform. But you still get access to a lot of this cool stuff that you see here. Like, you get the ability to set those custom vanity numbers, local numbers, 888 numbers, 800 numbers. And again, if you go with the upgrade, you get access to even more vanity numbers. You could apply for the short codes, click opt-ins, and again, lots more. For those of you who are looking to do the white label as well, which I encourage you to, if you could totally do this, like resell it on a single account, that's not a problem, but it's a bit of a manual process because you'll find yourself like having to record stuff and like demonstrating to your clients. Whereas when you're a white label, you just hand off the link and you just charge your fees. Your fees don't have to be $1,000, 200, what it could be, whatever you feel, whatever you know your customers, your prospects, so you know what you can charge. Okay, you might want to let them take it for a spin, and set your fees $50, and then by next month you can bring it up some. So it's kind of like being a landlord per se. All right, not the best example, but you guys get my drift. But again, your one-time fee is now $92. There are 0 monthly fees with SMS keyword app, and you're getting lifetime access on top of all of this. Again, that option number 2 provides you with even more keywords and vanity numbers as well. So those links are now in the chat. I want to go ahead and answer your questions. I see some of them are coming up. One of the first questions that's sticking out to me is, I'm a newbie, can I do this? You can absolutely do this. It does not matter what level you're in. You know, just jump in there and get busy. Just make sure that you have a plan in place. You know, that's what I recommend. Someone is asking, do we need a Twilio account? Yes, you absolutely do need a Twilio account. You need a Twilio account, and I'll dive into all of this in just a moment. So here's some previous questions that came in. Does keyword SMS app work worldwide? It absolutely does work worldwide. United States, Australia, United Kingdom. If you're overseas and you're on this webinar, email devsupport@redtormedia.app. Our processor isn't processing international like overseas, they're not doing overseas processing. So email me and I'll get you a different link so we could get you in here. Are there any monthly fees? There's no monthly fees at all. Are there any minimums? There are absolutely, there is the small minimum and it's only $50 and that goes toward your account, you know, so you can make your purchases, do your sending. That does not go to us, so be mindful of that. Do you provide support? We provide support through our portal. We have a ticket system that we encourage you to use. You could email us directly as well, devsupport@redtormedia.app. In the case that it's taking a bit longer, we usually try to take care of everyone in one day. You know, we try to clear all tickets out right away. So bear with us for sure, but we do take care of our members here. Can I charge for the white label and take home 100%? That's my word is my bond. You can take home 100% on anything you charge and request a withdrawal on top of it. So whenever you see that, let's say you have 5 people that have signed up underneath you, say, for example, 2 of them have topped up whatever $500 because that's what you set and that's what's going to be paid out to you. What does it cost per vanity number? It costs $1. That's what it costs. Per keyword, it's only $5. As I mentioned, and the cost to send is only 1 penny. So it's really low, you know. And then on Twilio side, they don't even charge you a penny to send out. So you can send out like over 500 times before you hit like 5 cents. You know what I mean? So you do need a Twilio account though. So again, you have all of these cool options, Vcards, coupons, ratings, MP3s, videos, automating this entire process for you. Your one-time activation fee is $92. Total investment plus the top-up brings you at about $142. There are no upsells as well. And then, you know, again, there's no monthly fees. So there's absolutely nothing to think about at all. Make the most out of this. And again, it's a hot market right now. So encourage you to go out there and offer this as a service, 1000%. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to answer your questions while I got you all here and go back to anything that I might have missed. And, you know, I'm happy to answer them now. So bear with me one little moment. Marty Hertz says, hey man, shut up and just take my money. That is hilarious. That is the funniest comment of the day. You're funny. Did I hear correctly? The short codes cost? No. So champ, that is my short codes don't cost no $2,000-3,000. No way. It's $1. It's gonna be $1. Winston Johnson, push me the link. There it goes. So under the white label, you guys are going to see some payment options. So you don't have to pay the $199.87 if you decide to do the white label, which you'll see in the chat. We have a multi-pay option, which I'll well, I can't show you from my screen, but I'll just show you right here and just break it down and just open my screen up. So if you decide to do the white label, to break that down, it is $199.87. And I understand that not everybody has the budget to pay that right away. But in most occasions, you might just want to give it a shot. So I think our lowest monthly option is like $300 a month or something like that. It's like the last option. Give it a shot. And if you feel like, hey, it's not really moving. I'm not, let us know. We'll take care of you. We're here to, we're here. We're the Red Torn Media community. I built this community so we can support each other. So again, charge your own fees and you get paid on the first and second of each month. And those links are in the chat. Again, you got all those payment options down below, all those payment options, all right? And so again, to give you a breakdown, option one is $92. You save $25. If you decide you want it all, you want the short code access, the ability to get that for your clients, the additional upgrades and updates, definitely 117. That gives you access to additional keywords and vanity numbers in our database. If you went with the 1997 option, which is our white label, then you get everything and there's no monthly fee at all. Okay, so that's lifetime activation for you. And again, if you're overseas, email me devsupport@redtornmedia.app. And yeah, so let's see, Armando Gill, how much do we make if we get the 117 option? So if you went with that one, I mean, you would have to charge on your own. You unfortunately, Armando, would not be able to set any fees on our side, but you can do it if you become a white label. If you become a white label, this is one of those things where, if you have the budget for it, then you can invest in yourself. I always recommend investing in yourself. And just doing it, going all in, man, and give it in a shot. And if you're having a hard time with it for whatever reason, let us know. We are around to support you. So Winston is asking, when will the app be available on iOS? We have plans to integrate SMS keyword app in the next week or so. My developers we're in talks with Apple. So, we want to make sure we get it done right. Right now we're with Android. So if you go to the Play Store and you type in Red Tor Media, we'll pop up. And so we're there, thankfully. Let's see here. So Marty Hurst he's actually a member right now, and he's saying, can I integrate with your platform? Marty, can you email me that question? I would love to bring it to my developers, devsupport@redtornmedia.app. Happy to run that by them and see what they say about it in regards to integration. Is that in one niche only? One business can claim a particular keyword? No, not, you could purchase as many numbers as you want. This is a question that was coming in regarding, it seems like it's regarding like limits per vertical and all of that. There's no limits here. We don't limit you in any way. If you want to purchase over 50 plus keywords and 50 plus numbers, you can go for it. I mean, definitely go for it. Okay, so are there any other questions? How many of you are in right now? How many of you are going to sign up today for SMS keyword app? I'm just gonna go ahead and shout you out. So Cynthia, she's in. That's awesome. All right. Richard is in. Congrats, Richard. Congrats. Some of you I see are in on the white label. Can't really make out this name, but Alicia, hopefully I said it right. I apologize. Don't have the best pronunciation, but he or she is in on the white label. So congrats. So Fred is in as well. I was in on the last. Jill Highland is in. Nice. Congrats to you. Definitely reach out to us. So Winston is waiting on the processor. If you run into any issues, Winston, email me, devsupport@redtornmedia.app. Okay. Now, let's see here. Someone is asking for me to go over the platform. Do you guys want me to go over the platform, or do you kind of get it already? You get what it does and how it works. Also, did you get value out of this webinar? Did you feel like, hey, did I rush anything? Like, let me know. I took a lot of note of my previous webinars, and I sat back and said, man, you know what? These webinars are pretty long. Like, let me go ahead and just narrow it down, give you as much as I can, so that you leave feeling educated. I shared a lot of great examples, to just get those creative juices going. And, so you're up to date on what's going on with SMS. Now you can actually go out there with confidence and really start providing this. So if you feel like you got value, go ahead and leave the best comment that you got in the chat. That'll be awesome. I'm in on the white label. Great. Is there payment options for the white label? Absolutely. There are many different options. We have a 3-pay option, a 4-pay, and a 2-pay option for you. The 4-pay option, I'll just bring it up here. As you see here, is only 5 payments of $399. You know, they're all here. Let's see here. And then our other options is $665. And then if you want to do the 2-pay option is there, and then you have that other option as well. So highly recommend it. Look, again, I'll show you how it all works. I'll go into business users, and you can see here, you get your own link. And I'm actually I'm gonna copy this link here. I'm gonna log out really quick. I'll log in really quick. So this is what it looks. This one is obviously not set up. I don't have my logo and all of that set up, but you can set up your own custom login. And again, they need to make sure that they've topped up before using our platform. So be mindful of that. So let me go into business users. And again, you could register your own registration pages as well. As you can see here, this is what the registration page will look like. And then it'll all show here their name, their phone number, their email, and you can request your withdrawals right here. And when you request your withdrawal, it comes to us, and we pay on the first Monday and second Monday of each and every month. So we coordinate with you, we get your request on our end, and that is pretty much it, And again, you can set your own fees, you set them here. And we've taken, again, a lot of what we learned in our previous platforms and just brought it here. So again, you have many different options here. The Vcard option, the ability to, again, you could, through a custom link that we generate, you can submit it, you could send it out automatically. When someone clicks on it, they could save your information. You have the ability to create coupons, which you could use for many different verticals, ratings as well. I mean, what business does not want ratings? What business does not want to know how they've been doing, right? Audio as well. You can send out custom audios, videos as well. Now listen, I'm going to give you guys a real gem right now. If you go on Facebook, you'll find a lot of these, like I bring up the real estate market because, I was diving into it, doing a couple of things in that area. Don't want to get too far into it, but there's a lot of real estate groups. And trust me, if you sit and you make a video just like I'm doing here and you share this with them, like I'm telling you, they're gonna be blown away. Because half the times these guys are running, their clock is constantly going. They don't have time to sit back and do a lot of this stuff. But one thing is for sure is that they're looking for what? They're looking for leads, they're looking for calls, right? So you guys get that drift. Now, if you're a white label, on the other hand, you make that process easy for them because you could just hand them the link. You could just say, my fee is only $75. Here's the link, it's free. Here, it's yours, just sign up, So there's a lot that you can do there, and hopefully, I'm giving you some things to think about because it's true, Absolutely. So Rudy Soto is asking for the links. So I'm gonna go ahead and bear with me one little moment. I'm just gonna grab all the links. I got a bunch of different screens open. Let's see here. Okay, so there are all the links. I just sent them to you directly. So Tom Gordon is in. Awesome. So Tom, where you would top up is on your profile page. So when you log in, just come to your profile just go ahead and, that's where you would top up. Yep. That is it. But really, this is really solid. Again, the real estate market is hot right now, and I bring this up because it is. I mean, if you look around what's going on, prices are crazy these days, and realtors are banking. So this is the perfect tool for them, especially during these times. Again, who wants to miss out on a call, right? And who wants to make it easy at the end of the day? So again, going back into the keywords, once you set up your keyword, you could always go back and edit it if you want. We generate a custom link for you that they would click on, and then they could, take any actions that they need to take, okay? Phone numbers here, remember that you could go custom with your number. Right? Like if you want to do pizza, it'll search for pizza. Occasionally, you may need to run the query a couple of times and you'll keep getting different variations. Like check this one out here. This is a PA, 484 Pizza 26. So hand that up to a pizzeria. Just text us, especially during these times. As I mentioned, everyone is on their phones. They're ordering over their phone. So hand that number up to a pizzeria in PA. Ohio. Tennessee. Look at all these numbers here, right? Like if I went with this one, what I could also do is just purchase it, reroute that call associated with a keyword, and just keep that system running. Keep that system running. And at the end of the day, it's just working for me at the end of the day. I'm honestly, to be transparent, look, I'll go to my site so you guys don't think I'm messing around. I'll go to my site. This is my old short code. By tomorrow, that's going to change. That's going to change. All of this is going to change. Okay, and I'm going to do that in many other verticals as well. I encourage you to do the same. Pick up a vanity number, pick up a keyword, give it a shot, give the system a shot. And if there's any questions that you have, let us know and we're happy to answer them. Okay, so we're ready to wrap this up here. Don't want to take any more of your time. How many of you are in right now and signed up today? Go ahead and let me know in the chat if you're in and you went ahead and signed up. Let me know in the chat. That'll be awesome. And that's pretty much it. Obviously today we shared a lot of value, gave you a lot of, insight on what's going on in today's market climate. The last link, again, all the way at the bottom is the mobile app. So definitely save that link, install the mobile app. It's an avenue that we created for you to be able to communicate with us. And just go to the Play Store and type in Red Torrent Media and we'll pop up. And I can't, it's difficult to be able to text everybody in our community, but through the app, we've made it easy. We've made it easy so you can speak to us together. We can mastermind and, share ideas and lots more. So if you're in, awesome. That is great. Awesome. So a lot of you are in. So any questions regarding the white label? Are there any questions? Are there any of you now that have signed up for the white label? Let me know in the chat. I see that there's a couple of more of you. Michael just went ahead and signed up for the white label. So congrats to you. And again, there's many payment options there. So there's really nothing to think about. So are there any reoccurring, so Tom is asking, is there a reoccurring fee to Twilio if I buy a number in their system? Well, we don't have any reoccurring fees. And I think Twilio charges something like 0.00001. They don't even charge you a penny. They don't really charge anything. That's why we integrated with them. Because they don't even charge anywhere near a penny. If anything, we're the ones charging. We're charging you $1 on our side, but that's it. Like we're not charging you any recurring fees or anything of that nature. Absolutely. So in relations to those two options that I mentioned earlier, the $92 option, you're saving $25 there. You get general access. You get access to a bunch of different keywords and vanity numbers, But with the 117 option, you get access to the ShortCodes form, additional updates, and access to more vanity numbers and keywords. Like if you're a single user right now and you go ahead and you type a unique keyword after you sit down and you digest all of this and you start planning, it doesn't come up. That's likely because you're just a general member of the platform. Now, if you go ahead and you go with the 117 option, you just have pretty much access to all features, just not the white label. You don't have access to the white label. The white label is completely separate. And as a matter of fact, for those of you that have taken action on the white label, email me, devsupport@redtormedia.app. I want to communicate with you so we can get you set up correctly. Yeah, so Champ CEO is asking, I'm considering signing up for the white label. If I sign up for the registration later, absolutely, you can do that. Like if you wanted to just, pick any of the entry prices and then later you come back and you turn into a white label, you can do that. But I'm not sure if we're going to keep these prices the same. You know what I mean? But you could definitely give it a shot. But we do have some payment options as well. You know, I've dropped all those links. I'll actually drop them again, all of the links. I'll drop them all together again. So if you scroll all the way down, you'll see all those payment options. Tom Gordon says it's Twilio is $1 per month, $1 per month. Well, not every number. Some of the numbers are expensive. Randy is saying, let's see here. Will the phone numbers we purchase will be in our Twilio account? Yes, they will be on your Twilio account. That is correct. And again, we're not charging you anything on this side of the ballpark. You have access to the platform already, along with all of these features that I mentioned. So yeah. So James Blackman says, gee, I purchased this $17 package yesterday. Are we able to sell to our business clients without purchasing the white label package? You could try, James, but like as I mentioned before, you're gonna find yourself in a position where you're gonna say, all right, now I gotta record a video. Now I gotta demonstrate, right? Whereas, like, I don't know what your strategy is, James, but like, it depends on how you're gonna be pushing this. Like if you have a list, for example, we provide you with a unique link. This link here that you could just hand off. This link here, the register link, you could just hand this link off. Just hand the link off. That's it. You don't do anything. You don't touch anything. You don't do anything. You just hand it off. You customize it, as I mentioned here. You set your own fee. So if your fee is, say, because you're just starting off with this, you want to leave everything the same. You're making your videos on YouTube or you're demonstrating for your own clients, or I'm sorry, prospects or clients, and you're making your fee, say, $75. Well, now they have to top up $50 and $75. If they don't top those fees up, then they can't use the platform. They can't use the platform. And again, you can make these reoccurring or just one time. Okay, so you see now you're building a system here. Now you have something that you can use on the long-term run. And the more feedback that we keep getting from our white labelers, the more we can continue to enhance this platform. And again, you don't have to go in all that. You have many different payment options that you could definitely try and try. So again, we have the Vcard option, the coupons, the ratings, the audios. You pick up the keyword, you get your vanity number. When someone texts the vanity number with the keyword, they get an automated response. That automated response could be anything you want. It could be like, hey, give us a call, or check out this video. Hey, check out this property. Check out this coupon. You could redirect traffic, redirect those calls, right? And again, this is 100% focused on the systemic approach. So Winston's is saying I'm getting a return email address. So dev support, our email is devsupport@redtorrentmedia.app. devsupport@redtorrentmedia.app. Yep. Are there any last questions? Any last questions? We got about 2 minutes here, and then we could wrap it up. Any last questions? I see that some of you are hesitating to get in on the white label. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer them here. Awesome. I see that a lot of you are in right now. A lot of you, there's over, it looks like over 50 plus people are in already. All right. Lots of you are in on the white label. Congrats. It's a smart move if you do it right. Got it. So Winston, let's see here. He's having a hard time email. So that's interesting. So dev support at redtorrentmedia.app. So hey Winston, just you could drop your email here and I'll reach out to you. Okay, great. Yep. Okay, so any last questions? Any last questions about the white label? Any last questions at all? Anything that you want me to touch on the slides? Okay, so Champ CEO says, I'm understanding properly that the white label is mainly for clients that sell service themselves, whereas non-white label means we have to help our clients register. That's correct, Champ. So he said it right. So that's the concept right there. So if you're not a white label, you're gonna find yourself trying to help them out. You're gonna find, and you guys already know that as consultants, that's never like the easiest thing. Like that is like a headache sometimes, you know? It depends on who you're working with. But if you could just have them log in, right? Log in through your own unique link, then now you got a system. Now you got a system because all they got to do is sign up, top up, and then they could access everything. They could access everything that you see here. Now, if they want to encourage their people to sign up, you see that all on your end as well. All on your end as well. So you'll see your total fees paid, total withdrawal, and withdrawal. See, so the process is just 10 times easier. This is why I'm recommending it. Because it is. Okay. All righty, so guys, I appreciate you all coming out to this webinar. Again, if there are any final questions, we got like 1 minute before 4. I'm happy to answer your questions now. Any last questions? For those of you who came out, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to join us, and all the hundreds of members that are here today. Man, this is awesome. It's because of you that we continue to innovate, that we continue to create these amazing products. Not products, but platforms for you. We've definitely come a long way here, and we just continue to innovate, and that's what we're here to do. So again, thank you all so much for coming out. Let's see here, and Champ, if you want to email me, my email is devsupport@redtorrentmedia.app. I'm actually going to stick around in the chat. I'll leave the screen up. I'm personally going to just get some water on the side of the ballpark. I appreciate you all. I'll be in the chats if you have any questions. I'll leave the slides up. And again, appreciate you all coming out to this webinar. I'm Guillermo Mata, and I will see you inside the platform. Stop sleeping. Let's take action. I'll drop the links again, and I'm looking to see you inside. Speak to you soon.